Hi guys, and welcome to the Den of Doom. Today we're going to do transition sessions. Transition is when you go from swim to bike and bike to run. When preparing for your transitions, you need to get all your kit together. Think about what you're going to be wearing on the day. Is it a wetsuit swim? Is it a pool swim? We've had a little discussion on what you should wear in pool swims. You can either go with a crop top and shorts, you could wear a bathing costume. You can get triathlon specific bathing costumes that have got a little bit of padding in the gusset. Although I don't like having my bottom revealed, much like the girls who are the pros these days. They've all got their super bottoms out, only to have a bottom like that, eh? If you've got one, flaunt it is what I say. However, I tend to wear what I've got on here, tri-shorts and a top. This one, it helps me prevent the nudity clause. You can put a gilet over the top if you've worn a crop top. So we come in from transition. You're going to need, obviously, your hat and goggles. They will go on the floor. But how am I going to find where my bike is? So my bike is racked on some scaffolding amongst 200 other bikes. Crikey, how am I going to find it? So I need to think about what towel I put out. So the towel I'm going to put down on the floor. This one is my nice stripy towel, but if you've got a neon pink one that is easily recognizable, by all means, get it out there. The clearer your kit is to you, the easier you will find your space. So you're going to use that towel to dry your feet when you come in off the swim. So you're going to need, the next thing, are your cycling shoes. You're going to need some running shoes. You are going to need your race number and a race belt. Now, where you put these will make your flow through transition that much easier and quicker. So when I put my tri-belt, I put it on my bike and I put it the wrong side up. Do not clip it. If you clip it, you're going to be faffing around unclipping it in transition. So if you can help it, don't do that. You're going to need a bit of talcum powder. These help with drying your feet. Okay, so you can put these in a few places. I tend to put some in my triathlon shoes. Give them a quick squirt, give them a shake around, tip out any excess, give it a shake around. That's going to help dry your feet. You can put them on your towel. Okay, you don't want excessive amounts of talcum powder because it can clump up and make your feet uncomfortable in your shoes. Not good if you've got a few miles to put in. The next thing we need to think about is, are we going to wear any socks? So I've got some brightly coloured socks. Odd socks are my thing, they're my lucky thing, so I always win when I wear odd socks. Odd socks, brightly coloured, again, something you can see more quickly and more easily. I'm not going to wear them on the bike. The reason being, I like my feet to get dry before I start the run. So I'm going to roll up my socks and I'm going to pop them into my trainers. There they are. The other thing I need to consider, obviously, is my helmet. Now I'm going to put my helmet on my running shoes. And I'm going to put it in the right direction that I put my hands on it and pop it straight on my head. If it's the other way round, you'll pick it up, you'll be like that, and you'll be going out on your bike with your helmet back to front. Not a good look, okay? So make sure, if you pick it up, it goes on. So you plonk that there, and then you get the essential, do not race or ride without glasses unless you're on the turbo. Okay, you put those again in a position where you pick them up and you're able to put them straight on your face. Doesn't matter what the weather's like, rain, sunshine, or dusk, try and get transferable lenses so you can have different lenses. These ones are for darker weather, so they're clear lenses. In fact, they're yellow, so they make everything look sunny. It's always sunny in Claire's world. Okay, so those are great. On my trainers, I have got elastic laces. Now, elastic laces are brilliant because they just let you slide your feet in and off you go. Now, the mistake I made many moons ago was I put the elastic laces in the night before, bit of a panic, oh, I haven't got them in my new race shoes. So I put the elastic laces in the night before and made them too tight. So my feet went in beautifully, but by halfway through the run, I thought my feet were going to actually drop off because of lack of blood supply. So have a little think about that. Okay, so get your elastic laces in at least 2 weeks before, make sure you've run in them. Okay, final consideration. Are you going to attach your shoes to your bike? Okay? Takes practice. Don't do this in your first race. Make sure you've practiced. Now, if you're going to do that, you need to know the elastic band trick. It's quite simple. If you've got triathlon shoes, okay, there's a loop. The loop is absolutely fantastic because you can put your elastic band through there. Now this elastic band is quite long, so I'm going to have to shorten that, because what I don't want, if your elastic band is too long, it will just keep pedaling around with extra resistance attached to your bike. So I'm going to tie another knot in that so it's not too long, and same on the other side. That one's okay, that one's not too long. Now you need to get your shoes on the bike. Not so easy to do when you're not actually on it. There you go, there's one in. And I'm not sure if I can do the other one without getting up and moving around. There we go, there they are, and they're in. Okay, so the back one you attach to the skewer that is holding your wheel on. That's really important. The front one, oh, don't want it to go too far. Okay, you'll find that there are some cables. I've got my brake cables here, which I'm going to attach it to. Okay, so there it's attached. You don't put them on too hard, you just put them on loosely and you are ready to go. So I'm going to demonstrate the flying start and getting straight into the shoes. Obviously it's a little bit easier, well, or is it easier? It might be slightly harder to get on while it's on a turbo than it is on the road. You need to have momentum on the road, you need to have that leg speed, so you need to be running. So I've come into transition, taken my wetsuit off, and I've put my goggles in my little pack. Glasses on, helmet on. You do not touch your bike until this helmet is clipped up. Your helmet needs to be 2 fingers width. Make sure it's tight at the back so that when you put your head upside down, it does not fall off, okay? Do not let it fall off. Then you go straight for race belt. Race belt on, clip it in. When you're on the bike, the number needs to be visible at the back. So before you jump on, turn it around and away to go. So now I'm going to run through transition barefoot with my bike. Okay, so I'm going to hold it here and I'm going to hold the seat. Just before I decide to leap on, which is as soon as I've crossed that transition line, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, over, in, feet in the shoes, and all being well, snap, snap. Fantastic. Get some momentum up, and then do your shoes up. Okay, you might feel a little chilly to begin with because obviously you're still wet. You haven't dried your body at all, but don't worry, it doesn't last because you're working hard and the wind will dry you fairly quickly. If it is a very cold October day, then maybe you want to stop and put a cycling top on or a gilet or something just to stop that additional wind chill. But you'll learn when you can and can't with practice. Okay, so we're coming into transition now. Again, I'm going to leave my shoes on the bike. So I'm unclipping one, take it out, put it on the top. Pedal, 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 unclip, keep that momentum up. If you lose momentum, you tend to wobble as you're doing your shoes and weave all over the road. Okay, so we're going to come round, coming off, and as we come to that line, we've just feathered our gears and away to go. So we come down, we're in transition now, we take off our helmet, we turn our race number around, 1 sock, 1 shoe, 2 sock, and shoe, and voila, we are ready to run. Off we go. So, glasses on, helmet on, clip it in, so I'm going to Unclip. Yep, it's in. One shoe. Two shoe. Race belt on. Spin it round the back. Now, you've got cleats on the bottoms of these shoes. So what you don't want to be doing is running on full cleat. It makes it very unstable and you will slide across transition. Nothing more embarrassing than taking a dive whilst you're running through transition. So I tend to just tippy toe it on the fronts of my cleats until I get to the line, and then I leap on into the pedals and away to go. Fantastic, well done. Now we're coming into transition and I'm going to leave my shoes on. So really important, or a little bit more importantly here, make sure you're feathering the brakes. You've got that speed right down, because what you don't want to do is hit the floor at high speed in cleats again, because you will be slip sliding away. So pedaling in, unclip, step. You've only clipped on the right hand side, and you unclip. As you can see, it's a little bit more effort. You can loosen the clips and then run into transition.